Hi guys, I want to show you a very quick, easy, simple pattern. This pattern is called the squash pattern. They don't use it much in NLP anymore, but because it is so easy, I would like to do a little demo. So I would like you to consider something on one hand that you're really not happy about, something you want to change. So maybe it is the way you're relating with people, maybe it is a lack of motivation, maybe it's a lack of confidence, maybe you're caught up in a spiral effect where you just feel like you're in a rut. I want you to identify this and put it out on one hand. Now, I want you to know that that is representing a part, but that part is not deliberately trying to hurt you, because you've been doing this part because it has a high intention. It is wanting to serve you in some way, but you just haven't tapped into it yet. So as you look at that part, if you are dealing with, say, for example, lack of confidence, I want you to ask that part, what is it that I have been feeling? Maybe it's feelings of inferior, maybe it's feelings of shyness, maybe it's feelings of low mood or low energy. So just tap into that, and as you understand the nature, ask yourself the question, what do you do when you are actually in this state? So what is your behavior? Do you breathe in a certain way? Do you find yourself behaving so that you're perhaps low, or perhaps you're adrenalized and angry, or is it frustration, or is it kind of an inward feeling? So just have a look at that and then analyze how you behave. Now, once you've established your behavior, then look at how it affects your day-to-day life. So maybe it affects your capabilities. You don't go out, you don't socialize. Maybe it takes you away from certain things, but just notice how those capabilities are affected. And then I want you to imagine that you are floating into that part and you are experiencing that low mood, that old mood and that old part that you've been feeling, understanding the nature of it and how you behave. And as you understand all these concepts, ask yourself the question, what am I saying to myself? You see, there is a little voice in the back of your mind. It is a recording, it is a belief, and this is what we call a limiting belief. So this is why I like this pattern, because it allows me to do a few techniques in one. However, as you assess what you're saying to yourself, you might be saying, I'm not good enough, they won't like me, I'm not able to do that, it's too hard. So whatever it is that you're saying to yourself, you may notice that you say that same thing in many, many ways. So once you've established that, then I want you to identify, what is that part? What does that part emotionally feel like? Maybe that is a part that is sad or lonely. So as you come to know what the identity of that part is, I want you to begin to now consider what you would prefer. So what if you could start again, write your program and have a whole different concept? What if you could be confident? Confident like perhaps someone you've seen on telly or someone you know of that has that confidence. Not that you want to be them, but you can recognize what it would be like to actually feel better, look better, and be telling yourself something more positive. I want you to think about that confidence. I want you to think about how you would behave, perhaps by noticing what you've observed in other people behaving when they're confident, or thinking back to a time when you have felt really super confident, super empowered in whatever it is that you want to change, and then noticing your behavior, how you breathe. Now, this is how we code the mind, but those little intricate patterns of the way we breathe, the way we walk, the way we talk, the way we hold our head, they are all pertinent to how you are when you're in a more empowered state. So as you create what the behavior looks like, then I want you to go to, well, how are you more capable? What are your capabilities when you feel like this? Are you able to get more things done? Are you able to talk to more people? Are you able to feel great and feel free and feel more energized and more motivated? And as you understand about how your capabilities are so much better, then ask yourself the question, what is this part saying? Like, wow, I can do it. Or this is great, I'm enjoying this. Or I know I've got this. Or that's easy. So there is a new recording going around on this empowered side. So as you ascertain that, identify and name it. So maybe you'd like to name it an empowered state. This is my empowered state. So here you have your empowered state. Here you have the old state. Now, what if you could think of something in your life that you would just like to do better? Perhaps it may be able to go to a party and communicate, or be able to go into a group and speak, or maybe pick up the phone and ring someone, or go to the shopping centre and interact with people. I want you to think that this side here has the old behaviours, had its purpose, but this side here is the empowered side. And I wonder what it would be like if you could just simply squash them together so that you get a nice neutral feeling. So that is a basic squash pattern. That is one way of bringing equilibrium to something that was perhaps not so resourceful, and bringing something that was much more resourceful and bringing them together. So my name's Terri Messenger. That's the old-fashioned squash pattern, and I've kind of spiced it up with a few other of my human behavior techniques. I hope you've enjoyed it. Try it out. So put out the old side, the old negative, and get as much as the powerful side on this side, and bring those two together, and I'm sure you'll have a nice even balance. So please subscribe and stay tuned for more about my NLP patterns that I will bring to you next time. Bye for now.